Sneezed at.
What can I do?
This afternoon's Friday film special is at 4:35 and it's called Black Island. Great film about two lads who get shipwrecked on an island. It's followed, before that, The Mysterious Cities of Gold, but now Caterpillar Trail.
Cool.
This week we've come to the Welsh Hills, and as you can see from the children from the local watch group, they've got loads of things to spot and jot, and we've come to join them to find out the sort of things they get up to.
Come on, Stuart.
Okay then, Chef. Watch my thumbs. As you know, there's lots of ways of attracting wildlife into your area. We're busy making bird boxes here. Later on we're going to hang them up in the trees outside. Now, with a bit of luck, this time next year, there'll be birds nesting in these boxes. Leanta, what sort of birds do you think might come and nest in these boxes?
Blue tits.
Blue tits. That's a good answer, because blue tits do tend to like nesting boxes, don't they?
Yeah.
Any other sorts of birds?
Pied flycatcher.
Do you get those around here?
Yeah.
Oh, they're lovely little birds. You'd be lucky to get one nesting in your box. Now, what's the rarest bird you've ever spotted?
A peregrine falcon.
You've spotted a peregrine. Where was that?
I was walking up Cadridris.
That's the mountain over there?
Yeah.
They're beautiful birds, and they're very, very fast in their stoop, in their dive, aren't
Yes.
they?
They can reach a speed of 180 miles an hour.
180, that must make them about the fastest bird in the world. Now, I know for a fact that in this part of Wales you've got a very rare bird of prey. What's that?
Red kite.
A red kite. Have you ever seen one?
Yeah.
Well, I have never seen a red kite in my whole life. But I'm hoping while I'm in the area I might just spot one. You never know your luck. Right, let's get on with these then. You going to fix that on? Oh, watch my thumb.
Okay, let's see what we can find in here. Oh look, it's a slow worm. Very nice. I think they like living in compost heaps because it's nice and warm in there even in the winter. He's not slimy at all, he's nice and shiny with lots of scales. And he's sticking his tongue out every now and again. Ben, do you want to hold him for a minute?
Yes, please.
They're sort of lizards, apparently. I expect he can smell this compost heap and is dying to get back to his food. It's rather nice, isn't he? Mm. Back. That's where he wants to be. Amazing what you find in a compost heap.
Thank you. Hammer. Lovely. I'll pop it about there. Important to keep it out of direct sunlight. And of course, away from cats. How's that?
Okay, what can we see in here?
There's a newt.
There's a newt.
Yeah.
Jolly good. Well, those are not that common these days. It's really nice to see them. And what's that running about on the top over there?
Well, it's a pond skater.
Pond skater, yep, jolly good. And
Water boatman.
water boatman, where's that? Oh yeah, right. There's lots of tiny little insects running around over there. What's this slimy stuff called, this green slime? Algae, that's right. You tend to get that where water goes a bit still because it's drying up a bit in this sun.
Whether you live in the country or in the middle of a big town, joining a watch group is a really good way of taking part in all sorts of activities involving wildlife and looking after your environment. It's a great way of finding out more about your natural surroundings. So if you want to find out if there's a watch group near you, write and ask. If there isn't, maybe you can persuade a keen adult to write in and find out how to set one up. We'll give you the address at the end of the programme. Now, where have they got to?
No.
Oh, shrimp.
Shrimps, all right. Try shrimp. Whoops.
We eat shrimp.
We eat shrimps, all right.
We?
Have that one.
I don't know.
What else lives in the sea then?
A Octopus. Wheel.
Octopuses, okay. What do octopuses eat?
They got 8. They got 8 legs.
All right, they've got 8 legs. Right, spiders also got 8 legs, okay. Where do spiders live?
Webs.
In webs, yes. Okay. What happens to them when they die?
They lay eggs.
Oh,
No. What happens to them when they die?
They rot. They rot down.
They rot
to
down,
soil.
okay, into the soil.
oh, what's going on here then?
That's saying the web of life.
The web of life?
Yeah.
What's that then?
Well, somebody stands in the middle of some string and says something to do with nature, and the first person to answer, that says something to relate with that, gets the string and it goes on to make a web in the middle.
So you can say anything, as long as it's to do with nature and it's related to the last thing that was said.
Yeah.
Was it sort of show how everything almost relies on everything else?
Yeah.
It's a good idea. So what sort of things could you call out?
Plants.
Plants, animals, soil,
Insects.
insects,
Water.
water, fish. What flies in the sky?
Birds.
Birds. Almost sand, almost anything, including sort of natural resources, all animals. That's excellent. There's a special centre not far from here that's been set up to show how people can live using natural resources. It also helps protect the surrounding countryside and encourages local wildlife.
Looking around here at the Centre for Alternative Technology, you might think we were in some centre for advanced science, and in a way we are. But all the scientific know-how here goes into solar panels, windmills and water pumps to make the energy to light and heat the homes of the people who live here. But they don't use oil or coal or nuclear fuel, just sun and wind and water. That's why it's called the Centre for Alternative Technology. Now this used to be an old quarry, and then some people who were concerned with caring for their environment came and set up the centre. And as well as the windmills and things, they planted trees, made gardens and dug ponds, and the local wildlife love it.
And a lot of small creatures are attracted to the organic garden, which, as the sign says, is a garden with a difference. Well, looking around this area, you may think it looks rather untidy, full of weeds, not the sort of garden you'd normally see, but there's a reason for this. Hello, everyone. Hiya. So, Thomas, what exactly is an organic garden?
Well, it's a garden that doesn't use any chemicals or pesticides, just lets the weeds grow.
So everything's just allowed to grow naturally?
Yes.
What weeds have we got growing in here, then?
We've got the big white one at the back that's called Sweet Rocket.
Mm-hmm.
And the blue one there is called Jacob's Ladder.
That's lovely, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, and bracken.
It's amazing. These are the things that people would normally just cut down. Is there anything else growing in here?
Yeah, we've got herbs. That's sage.
This one?
Yeah, and the rosemary bush there.
How lovely, aren't they?
Yeah.
But are there any advantages now to growing weeds in your garden?
Yes, because they're pretty and they attract insects, and they can be quite useful sometimes.
The great thing is anyone could have a garden like this in just a small area, couldn't they? You've got veg growing here right next door, and fruit. What sort of things have you got here?
Broccoli, cabbage, lettuce, strawberries.
Loads of things here. Now this broccoli here you've left to flower. People wouldn't normally do that. Why do you do that?
Well, when they flower, the seeds drop off and they keep for next year and they grow.
That's a good idea. Now what about after you've picked the vegetables, what do you do with the rest of the plants?
We give it to the animals, and if the animals don't eat it, we put it in compost, then put the compost back in the soil.
That's great. It's just like one big natural circle, isn't it?
Yeah.
And this is the Wildlife Garden. It's been specially created to provide food and shelter for all sorts of little animals and birds. What have we got here then?
We've got some buddleia and the butterflies come to it, and in the tea.
That's what you're going to be facing in a moment, and it is a mixture this time because it's got any number of letters across there, and he's got a